Hello, my name is Michael Meehan, Director of Communications with the City of Somerville. Today we're actually talking about something kind of fun. We've got the upcoming Bruins Alumni game with Somerville Police. Today, and with us today is Bruins legend Rick Middleton, and of course Mayor Joseph A. Curtaonte. And we're going to tell you all about the game, talk a little bit about hockey, and hopefully you'll all be able to get out, come see the game. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be cheap. We'll get to all of that in a few seconds, but first, thank you for being with us, Rick.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
And of course the mayor's here, and I don't think this is a big secret. Mayor's a big hockey fan. Used to play when he was young, and kind of nice sitting across the table from Rick Middleton.
Absolutely, I'm an alumnus of Somerville Youth Hockey. Nifty was one of my favorite players growing up, and funny story is when they christened the ice at Fenway Park for the Winter Classic, after we got acquainted, he was skating with my son for 2 hours.
I know,
so
isn't that strange?
But it's great to be sitting here with one of my favorite all-time Bruins players.
Excellent, excellent. So, well, let me talk to you a little about the Bruins alumni. You play a number of games all throughout the region. How did the group come together, and what is it you try to focus on when you play these games?
Well, the alumni started years ago by a reporter, I was told, Herb Ralby, I think his name was. But Johnny Busick, when he retired in the late 70s, really started to do these types of games and raise money for different charities around the region, and it grew. And now we do 20 to 25 games a year around New England and sometimes outside of New England. We've just got back from New Brunswick up in Canada from doing 4 games. We do one in Montreal, believe it or not, on an Indian reservation, a Mohawk reservation, 10 minutes outside of Montreal, and half of them are Bruins fans. Yeah, so
oh, wow.
we go everywhere we're asked to go, and we play several games. And we're lucky because we have so many guys still in the area that used to play in Boston, and we're all getting a little older. I'm not sure how much longer this is going to last, because a lot of the guys that are playing today aren't going to stay here and make their homes. So this is something special. We want to keep it going for as long as we can.
Oh, great. Now, just so everybody knows, the game is going to be Saturday, November 27th at the Veterans Memorial Rink over at 570 Somerville Avenue. Tickets are going to be $5 for adults, $3 for kids. You can pick up tickets at Somerville Police or at the rink or at the door of the rink on the night of the game. And who's going to be coming along with you for the game?
Well, I had to make a little lineup because I'm in charge of putting the game lineups together, and with 25, I get mixed up sometimes who's playing what game. So, so far we have Cleon Daskalakis in net. Cleon was All-American at BU, played with the Bruins a short time. Terry O'Reilly, don't have to introduce him. Bobby Miller, played in the late 70s, came out of UNH. Bruce Shoebottom, I don't know if you remember the shoe in 1988 when he scored a big goal in the playoffs. People threw shoes on the ice instead of hats. Brad Park, Hall of Famer Brad Park is playing in the game. Frank Simonetti. Bobby Sweeney, who's now the president of the Bruins Foundation, is playing with us. We call him Swoop. Kenny Linsman, known as the Rat, is he doesn't like that nickname now. I guess I wouldn't either. But Kenny, he plays in a lot of games with us, and he lives up in Hampton, New Hampshire, where I live. He's a big surfer, so he'll be here. Reggie Lemelin, former goalie with the Bruins, likes to play forward now. He likes to score the goals. He's seeking the glory now. And never comes back in his own end, but that's okay. None of us do. Tommy Songen. Tommy played for a couple of years in the 70s. He's a great sports family, Boston born. His uncle was Butch Songen, the first quarterback of the Boston Patriots. Myself and Kenny Hodge Jr. Are playing. And I think we're going to have one more player. I'm going to see if Ray is available, Ray Bork. Ray only plays a couple games a year with us due to his schedule, but if he can make it, we've made room for one more.
Yeah, I assume when Ray Bork says he wants to play, you make room for Ray Bork.
And it's usually last minute. He went to New Brunswick with us a couple weeks ago, so you never know. So I always leave it to the last minute with him.
As he was going through the list, I noticed Jeff DiGregorio, who's running the police team. He's making calls and bringing reinforcements. So, and I can't divulge our lineup because it's a secret. We're all lined up, and they tell me they're ready for the Bruins alumni when they come in.
There you go. It's hopefully now. Now, how hard is it for Terry O'Reilly to play in these games? It's I assume you don't want to crush anybody.
No, it is really a no-check type of a game and a fun game, an entertainment game. That's the way we play. We like to play fast and move the puck and take hard shots. We don't allow slap shots just in case something gets tipped, and nobody wants stitches at this time in their life.
There you go.
But it is all for fun, and we try not to hook or hold too much.
Well, you get these young guys out there. I assume they probably try to, you don't get on the ice with the pros that often.
Well, the thing that we have that allows us to play against younger, faster teams is the passing aspect, because that's what we did for a living. So even though we may not be as fast as we used to be, we can move the puck.
Well, let me tell you, he's been pretty modest. I saw Rick Middleton last year playing in the charity game in Stoneham. They've got wheels.
Yeah.
They can edge, they move, they're fine, and they're good athletes. They're still great athletes.
We really enjoy doing it for many different charities. We have a game Sunday for the Down Syndrome organization. It's a favorite game of ours every year that kind of kicks it off, and you guys will be the following week. So,
And again, all the proceeds here will benefit the Somerville Youth Hockey Association.
Yep.
And which is really building up with the new rink which just opened.
Exactly, and actually, let me ask you a little bit about the new rink. City has just taken over the management of the Veterans Memorial Rink. We've done a whole lot of work on it, and let me ask you first about what's our vision for the rink, and then I can ask you. You've actually gotten a chance to see it.
Well, part of our goal in the city is to take control of the open and recreation space within our borders and control our own destiny, as we've done with some of the ball playing fields that were in control by the state. We believe we can better maintain those facilities with some initial investment from the Commonwealth, which they've invested over $3 million. And the city's made an investment here. We've put together a business plan and a management team there. Well, now the rink, instead of being open 5 months a year, will be open 10 to 11 months. And it's going to do a lot for the people in the city. Number one, during the winter months especially, you want opportunities to get out and play hard, some sort of recreation. Whether you play hockey or not, you just want to get out and skate, we should have that opportunity. And then for the hockey, those who are passionate in hockey want to learn to play hockey. We never had as many opportunities as we have now. So it's going to be a great opportunity for our scholastics teams here at the high school, for Somerville Youth Hockey, for new recreation programs that we'll have, whether it be top hockey, adult learn to play hockey, regular learn to play, or figure skating. Again, it goes towards our goals of healthy living, giving more recreational opportunities, improving some of our sports programs. Again, we control a vital recreational asset in our community, and we're excited that the Bruins alumni are going to come here and help us christen the facility this month.
Excellent. And what do you think of the facility?
Well, I saw it in the middle of it being fixed with the boards being put up. But, I grew up in a small town named Toronto, and I didn't have a rink in my neighborhood. And I think I don't think people realize how special it is just to have your own hockey rink right down the street, especially if you're a hockey fan. And with the Bruins playing better now and really showing that they may be a contender for the Stanley Cup, you'll see a lot more kids getting involved in hockey. It's the way it worked. Look what happened when Bobby Orr was here and they won the Cups in the early 70s when you were growing up.
And that's when all these rinks were built as a result of that.
Yeah. So, had a little lag time there, but I see hockey picking up again in the state of Massachusetts, and I think you'll be surprised how many kids start coming out once you build it and they will come. I think it's going to be something like that.
I think when people see the facility, it's going to be spectacular. They see a brand new, modern rink oval, better seating in the stands, handicap accessible. Out front we have a modern concession stand and a pro shop. We also out front have expanded parking. And have better pedestrian safety and traffic mitigation around there. And plus, it's right on Somerville Avenue, which we just christened that $23 million project. It's a beautiful boulevard, so we're on our way there.
And you have an outdoor rink next to it you can use for either street hockey or
we do a lot of dry land training.
Skating.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to expand on it. It's just some great opportunities for our kids. And I think that if people want to just come and watch, it's a great experience. It's very comfortable. It's great viewing lines where the glass is clean. It's going to be spectacular. Hopefully the Bruins won't take too many hot shots and knock out some of the panels, but we'll be all right.
Not anymore.
Well, we need to keep our officers on the street, so yeah.
Well, we tell the goalies we won't hit them. So.
We promise to miss you completely.
Now, I expect a good game. Our police department has a great team, and they're excited to play. And it's fun. It's great sports entertainment. I'll tell you, I watched the charity game. It is fast moving. If you want to see great skills and puck handling, and the game moves fast.
And we play 2 periods, not 3. And the guys come out of the dressing room and sign autographs in between periods. And we can't get everybody, so that's why we just kind of mill around. We used to sit at a table, but certain people wouldn't get any, and they wouldn't like that, obviously. So we just mill around so that people can get as many autographs as they can. Yeah,
and also we're going to be having, hopefully, we're finalizing details to have some of our youth and our youth hockey program to play before the game. and during the ice, between the first and second period, having a short 10-minute demonstration from another group as well too. I was told by Nifty not to take too long in between periods because they all
Well, we seize up. It's
So,
like starting all over again.
but it's great family fun. Come on down. We got to get everybody down there supporting a good cause. And hey, when do you get a chance to meet some of your hockey and sports legends right here in our own backyard?
And what's it like playing with Ken Hodge Jr. just because you were traded for his dad?
Oh, well, Kenny Sr. is a good friend of mine. He does play on the team also. It's just that Kenny is kind of retiring from it right now. He only plays a couple games a year, so his son plays with us, which is great.
I just heard the greatest small story. The administrative assistant in my office, Anna Ciccarello, graduated Somerville High, class of 1970. Ken Hodge Sr. showed up at her prom.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, they were all having their prom, and suddenly Ken Hodge Sr. was there. She still doesn't know why.
And that was the year that they won the first cup. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Hockey players are like that. Usually if you ask them if you can get to them, and if it's kind of a personal level type of thing, that most guys will be able to make time for it.
Yeah, that was something that struck me that you mentioned before, Rick, was that, and it's true. I mean, hockey players are typically originated blue-collar or farm kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know,
well, in the old days, they used to come from mining towns up in northern Canada and this type of thing. And when you play junior hockey, a lot of people don't realize you're out of your house by the time you're 15, 16, making $60 a week and going to school and living with another family. So it's not like you're put up there on this big pedestal and you're a star, when you're young. You kind of start working for a living at a young age. So if you're lucky enough to make it, by the time you make it, you really appreciate being there.
Right, that's great.
Yeah, and you got to score a ton in the juniors just to make it to the pro.
Yeah, and then that's just making it.
Yeah.
Then you got to stay there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, thanks to Rick Middleton for being here from the Bruins.
Thank you.
Mayor Joseph A. Curtaonte. And everybody remember, on Saturday, November 27th, the Bruins alumni are going to be playing the Somerville Police hockey team. It's going to their game is going to start at 7. Pre-events with Somerville Youth Hockey are going to start at 5 p.m. Tickets are $5 for adults, $3 for kids. You can get tickets through Somerville Police. You can get tickets through the Veterans Memorial Rink on Somerville Avenue, or you can get tickets at Somerville Veterans Memorial Rink day of the game. All proceeds are going to go toward Somerville Youth Hockey. Look forward to seeing you there.